What's going on, you guys? This is Coach Ike, man, and we're bringing you another episode of just talking to the guys who have been there, have done it at a high level, um, who can basically share their life story with you. I have a special guest with you guys. I can't wait till they get on. This individual has been through a lot. Um, their story is amazing, but through perseverance and just being determined on their goal, um, they was able to get to where they wanted to go and ultimately still fighting to play professional football. So with that being said, I would like to introduce my brother, my good friend. We trained together, actually went to high school, a little younger than me. Aaron Simpson, aka Squirm, okay?
Yeah, there we go.
Got you,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, man. Finally got you on, man. Appreciate you, man. I know you busy, man. I know we both be doing our thing. So, man, I just want to hop right into it, man. I was telling the people, just introducing just who you are. Um, just sharing just a little bit about your journey, just a little bit, not too much. But my first question, man, because your journey is so unique and it's long, and we'll get into that full story. So far, what is your favorite moment from your journey, though?
Uh, Being honest, my favorite moment is COVID. Because I realized how I already knew I was a hard worker, but I had to put more work in during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the simple fact that coming out from last season at Dixie, um, man, I felt like I had a good year. I had a great year, and man, the people who I was connected with doing draft training and stuff like that definitely helped me in different avenues as far as connections like that. Um, Man, so I was talking to some NFL teams. I was talking to a few NFL teams, but then, like I said, COVID hit, and bro, I literally got the feeling of just giving up. Like I literally had the feeling, and the reason why this is one of the best moments is because I learned more than I've ever learned through this time.
Mm-hmm.
So to answer the question, like COVID is one of the best moments because I've learned. You know what I'm saying? I've learned a lot. The process of me learning was you got to stay ready. You never know what could happen.
Yeah.
Um, Man, I had an opportunity to go out to play in Canada, and they sent all the Americans back to the States just due to COVID. They didn't even have a season that year.
Mm-hmm.
They did not have a CFL season at all that year. So, um, man, I had high hopes, but I just kept working. I literally just kept working. I kept putting in the work, just hoping opportunities to come,
Mm-hmm.
um, along with working and stuff like that. So with COVID, it allowed me to understand that anything can happen. Like whatever you're doing, whatever your godly calling is, whatever your gifts are, uh, the world definitely has something to do with shutting it down. So my process COVID was a great learning process for me, and it taught me a lot as a man and as an individual through myself.
Nah, that's real, man. And like you said, you got to be ready at all times. And now I want to get to the point where we go back, man, because I want to we go back. I know your family. I know you actually played with your brother. We went to school together as far as I was a senior when you was a freshman. So let's go back.
And before
Yeah.
that, you forgot we was wearing them purple t-shirts at Mirror.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man, the Running Roses,
The
man.
Running
That's
Roses.
like,
I forgot. Look, I forgot you was there though. I remember your brother. I remember that, huh?
yeah. See, y'all was faster than me. I wasn't no track star, but bro, Nash, you got it, bro. You had it in you since we was running for the roses, since the t-shirts was too big.
Ah, man, that's nothing but God, man. That ain't me, man. This, you feel me? That's nothing but God. But so bro, you leave high school 2011. What
Yep.
took so long for you to graduate from college from 2019? Tell us about that experience, that journey.
To answer the question initially, a lack of self-discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I had a lack of self-discipline, bro. I was, truth be told, let me just tell you straight out. I graduated high school 2011. And I didn't even pretty much like, if you ask me, I'm gonna say I didn't graduate high school, bro. I'm gonna just be honest, bro. I went to a continuation school. Like I got my diploma and stuff, but I wanted to walk. I didn't have a normal graduation, bro. So
Yeah.
to me and my family, you didn't graduate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, cool and all that type of stuff, but it's not the glitz and glamours like my other two brothers got. Not that I needed it or anything like that. I just, like I said, I lack self-discipline. So coming out, man, I didn't even play football my senior year.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even play football my senior year and was the quarterback to do this and to come pretty much lead the team. You know what I'm saying? Man, I let everybody down who was on my team as a sophomore and junior year. I let everybody down my senior year, meaning we could have had a different year. Could have been the first year I actually played with my younger brother, but God held that off for us for a little minute for a greater purpose down the road. Yeah, man, I went to continuation school after continuation school, bro. Bro. I thought I was a thug, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up, like I said, I lacked self-discipline. So during the free time that I had, bro, I wasn't working out. I didn't have a school that had a football team. So to me, it was like, what do you figure something else out? And for me, the people who I was around at the school, no, they're not bad people. They're not bad people at all. If you ask me, I was around some real people, you know what I'm saying, who was definitely in the streets like that. So that's where I would say my journey into the streets went, you know what I'm saying? Like that's where I got sucked in at, you know what I'm saying, as far as continuation school and things like that. And then me having a lot of time off of football allowed me to like allow people to disbelieve in me. You know what I'm saying? I kind of felt like people kind of stopped. It was conversations I wasn't having with people. It was people who wasn't talking to me, who talked to me before, and now I'm just feeling left out. I feel alone. So I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. The hood really took me in like no other during that time.
Yeah.
That you know what I'm saying? Like they took me in, and not in the sense of taking me in like, oh, we got you or anything like that. But I did a few things negative. I did a few things wrong, and I pretty much made a name for myself within that for the most part. Like, bro, um, if you're not from the hood, don't even take your time to even step down there. That's what I would tell anybody, bro. I wasn't raised in the hood. I got a bunch of homies from the hood. My cousins is from the hood. I got blood cousins. I got Crip cousins. You know what I'm saying? I never felt like I was one. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, being in Pasadena, you become a product of your environment. So the people you're around would assume that you're from somewhere. Uh, but me, it's not that I was, trying to bang or anything like that, or, trying to fall to the streets or anything like that. It was just that it was so fun to me that I was like, man, we making money every day. We doing all this type of stuff. And it just, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I said, it chewed me up and spit me out. I got in a situation where my back was against the wall. But I wasn't gonna let that stop me from anything. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna let that stop me from a journey I had or anything God had placed in my life.
Yeah.
One thing he allowed me to see was that you're not a hood dude. You know what I'm saying? It's you wasn't born in the hood. You can do things within the hood, but you should have understood how it worked first before you got into it. So I jumped into a field that I didn't know nothing about. And like I said, I don't have a bad name. I had a lot of people at the time considering me something that I wasn't. I had a lot of people throwing dirt on my name, which is not a problem. I put myself in a situation where I had to deal with whatever came with it. So whatever came with it is life, death, whatever came with it. I put myself in a situation to where I shouldn't have been there, but I was there. So fast forward from that, man, I ended up doing a little time. I ended up sitting down for a minute. During my time sitting down, man, I couldn't do nothing but pray to God because I just was thinking like, bro, this is not for me. This ain't for me. Like, you don't have nobody inside your house that is a reputable. You don't have nobody that you can even go to and ask questions.
Yeah.
The only people you can go to and ask questions are the new friends that you made about the hood. So you got to make a decision within you. You got to have that human will and you got to have that human mind. Bro, I had a human mind in an 8x8, whatever they call it. And I literally sat there, bro. This was my process. I'll tell you the exact process. First day I got in there, I cried to Jesus, bro. I cried because I was simply mad at myself. I didn't cry because I was in there. I was a grown man. I'm a grown man. I'm a grown man. Whatever came, I was ready for. Anything. It didn't matter. It's crazy how the mindset changes when you get into a different situation. It's just incredible how the mind works. So, I went in there just in disbelief, just in frustration, just in sorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like just feeling sorry for myself. Man, they go by. Man, I just had a dream about me playing football. Literally had a dream, bro. I had a red jersey on. And I'm thinking like it's high school. So I'm like, man, shit, am I supposed to go coach the high school I was supposed to be at? Like, I ain't never wore a red jersey before. Like, what is God showing me from this? So I'm like, man, let me figure something out. Let me figure things out. In that process of me figuring it out, man, like I said, I had a dream. And bro, I literally woke up and asked the guard for some paper. Like, can I get some paper, pen? You know what I'm saying? Just give me anything to write with, man. I got thoughts on my mind and I just need to let out. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on with this. I got thoughts on my mind that I need to let out. Man, she was nice enough to, bro, you're not even supposed to have pens in there. Bro, I got a pen and I got a notebook. You can't even have a notebook or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I just started writing it down like, God, what do you want from me? Or I said, God, what do you want from me? And I wrote, what do you want for yourself? I said, I want to play football. And when I get out of here, I want to go to the best school in Southern California where I'm from. I made a promise to myself that if I get out or when I get out and I go to this school, if I don't start, I'm talking about start, first game, I'm the first, you know what I'm saying? Then I know that this is not my calling. I just for sure know this is not my calling. And I'm back to the gutter. I'm going to do what I used to do that just got me in, like it may sound ignorant, but I literally had a plan for myself and I had a plan, even if the plan didn't work, what I was going to do. You know what I'm saying? So having that plan, bro, literally, I never looked anywhere else. I never looked in a different direction. I never looked nowhere else. I got out, man, my first day at Mount Sac, because my younger brother was already going there. So he was just letting them know, like, hey, my bro is coming. So y'all, you feel me? Not make room, but he gonna make room for himself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He coming from a situation where he ain't never been in and he hungry. Man, so fast forward, man. We get about 2 weeks away from the game, bro. 2 weeks away from our first game. First game is against Fullerton. Fullerton's at the time, 2014 was popping, bro. Like they was a team to beat. Mm-hmm. We thought we was a team to beat, but we knew everybody wanted to play us and beat us. So we had to look at everybody else as they were the team to beat. So with that being said, bro, 2 weeks before our first game, I broke my scaphoid. Fractured my scaphoid, broke my wrist, tore my whole wrist up, bro. Mind you, a week before that, my coach puts me in a character test position where he's putting me with the third group and the fourth group. And I'm not tripping. I'm just like, what is he doing? Mm-hmm. Like, I should have started off like this. Yeah. Like, you started me going against the ones. So I'm like, damn. Keep working, bro. I stayed after practice. I'm like, bro, there's no way I'm a third string guy. Bro, and then I'm really thinking to myself, like, bro, you got this far? For you to get this far to go back to the hood? Yeah. Like you said you was going back. If this don't work out in the game 2 weeks away, like I'm in the panic mode. So I'm just like, hey, God, like, what are you showing me here? Like, what is this? Like, I gotta go through another trial like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go through another trial. Bro, 3 days before the game. Mind you, I'm not starting. I'm not even, I got a cast on, but the cast is soft, so I can still play. So I'm going against the ones, but bro, I'm getting limited reps, not knowing. Bro, the coach is like character testing me. He's trying to see if I'm about to press him, if I'm about to go off, if I don't, anything like that. Bro, he never seen that from me. He never even seen me he never seen me erupt. He never seen me do anything. So I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, man, I was testing you out. I was figuring out, your capabilities as a man, as a player. I was testing your character. I said, man, I've never been tested like that. And I've never been tested like that with something that I love. Coach, you know I love this. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Coach James Higgins, man. He really had a big play in that championship year as we lead up to that. So to say like to go back to the initial question, you know, what took it so long through this process? Like I said, man, I was going through a lot, bro. I was going through a lot of self-realization, bro. I was going through a lot of mirror tests. I was going through a lot of life understanding, bro. It was hitting me from left and right, but it was all in my control. I could have controlled what came. I could have controlled what left. I could have controlled every bit of it. I was just too immature to understand that this is your life.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So
I think something you said that was very important, man. It was like you realized that it was nobody else's fault but yours, and you took responsibility because there's a lot of kids all over. You know, sports is a way for them to get out, man. And the way they do get in
this was my
situations.
only way out.
You feel me? We all been in situations, regardless if you know we got caught or not. Some people get caught, some people they don't. It's just unfortunate for you. You got caught in the situation. But the great thing about it, you was like, I control my own destiny. And people and the young ones behind us, those who see this interview, they need to understand that like you guys have to realize like you guys can change your situation. It's not always on somebody else. Yes, there's certain things happen, probably so, but going forward, you got to have that mindset where look, how do I change this and how do I get out of it? And the great thing about it, and a lot of people don't realize this, you came with a plan. That's half the journey right there. Because people, they don't know the plan. They don't know the journey. They be like, yeah, I'm just going to go to NFL. What does that look like though? Okay, you got to write that down.
Go
How
to the
you,
details of it.
you feel me? And that's a vision. Without that vision, it says the people perish. Okay, so if you don't have
Yeah.
that down, and that's something that you probably even know at the time, but that's something you wrote down while you was locked up. So these things is all principle based that you was doing, which helped you lead you into the direction where you started to propel to. And actually, man, it's a crazy ride from there, from how it went. And you kind of spoke on it before, but I just want to know what was your upbringing, you know, in hometown Pasadena. What was your upbringing with your family? And you already said kind of neighborhood, but more so in your family. How was that?
Oh, bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I feel like, and I'm putting everything out there because we talk. You know how we talk. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I come from a great family. You know what I'm saying? But I also come from a family that lacked understanding of what the most important thing in life was. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I don't fault my mom for anything, bro. Uh, and I'm a man, so I'm gonna say this, but not mean it. I fault my dad for everything, but I've given it up in my heart.
Mhm.
I've given it up in my heart. I have my forgiveness and everything like that. But with the given situation, you'll understand how it makes sense once it leads up, bro. My mom is. I think my mom and dad are about 8 or 9 years apart. So her growing up was us, bro.
Mhm.
Like, bro, we living in a house like we being taught, but bro, she gotta work.
Mhm. Yep.
She gotta work. She gotta go to work. Like, it's no single parent home, bro. So to kids who are out there with a home of just a mom, because I can't tell you how it is being raised by a father or just having a single dad or anything like that. So I'm just telling you from a perspective of having a single mom, man.
Mhm.
And I love my mom till death. And I'm gonna tell you because my mom has done manly things. My mom has done. Man, I've seen both sides of I've seen a mom and a dad in my mom, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And it might sound weird to some people who haven't necessarily been through that experience. You know what I'm saying? But for me, um, I've always respected my elders. I've always respected my elders. I've always given respect I've always respected people around me, bro. I've always had respect for adults, bro. And I gotta give it to I got to give it to my mom for that, bro. I got to give it to my mom for the compassion that I have. I got to give it to my mom for the caring person that I am. I got to give it to my mom for the person that I am, bro. My upbringing was definitely figured out. Like Kevin Hart said, bro. Kevin Hart said he went to his dad's house and his dad walked him in the house and said, go sleep with Boom Boom, Jack Jack, and Bam Bam. And you sitting there like, who is this? Who is that? As a kid, you don't know. So you sitting there like, who, like, what is going on? Like, why are we over here? Why we gotta go to my auntie house on the weekends? This, that, and other. Regardless of anything, bro, I respect my mom to the end of the day, bro. Like, she did everything she can, bro, to where every night we got home, we had something to eat. We had a bed to sleep on. We had clean clothes to wear to the school next day, and we wasn't wearing the same clothes. If you wore the same clothes, it was because you chose to be dirty. We didn't have it like we wanted for what we wanted as kids, but we didn't go for like we weren't, bro. We weren't homeless, bro. Like I just gotta give it to her, bro. Like we never were in a situation where, and we were, but it was a situation where we were transitioning from one place to another place, so we had to stay with her sister for a certain amount of time, bro. But oh my goodness, bro, we cousins, bro. We bonded as cousins, bro. We bonded as a family, bro. So my upbringing, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro, and it was great, bro. It was great. I made a lot of decisions that made it not great on myself as a man, but I just think I lack the man within the home. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna also take that back and say that I didn't lack that because I had coaches, bro. I had coaches like Coach Ivan Bell. Bro, I had coach like Coach Larry Howard. You feel me? I had coaches like Brad Morgan, Dennis King. Man, I had guys who been through. I wouldn't even say been through what I've been through, but they've been on another side of life, bro, and they really seen me as an angry kid, bro. And these people literally took the time to, man, just let me talk to you. I'll pick you up for practice. I'll take you to practice. Keisha, can I help you out with your son? Can I come get him? Can I take? So it was great for my mom, bro. It was really great for how she raised us within the house that she raised us in, bro. And I can't do anything but respect that and love that. And the bond I have with my brothers, bro. Some brothers wish they had the bond that me and my brothers got, bro. Some brothers and sisters wish that their sister don't live with them, but they wish they still could talk to their sister. It's a lot of situations, bro, that I appreciate rather than saying I didn't get this or I didn't get that or, bro, because I have friends that didn't have a lot growing up, bro. We had shoes, we had clothes, we was always freshly nice dressed, bro. One thing my mom was gonna have us is nice, bro. Still to this day, bro, my mom's top notch, bro. Still to this day, my mom's top notch, dressed nice, top, like, you know what I'm saying? So, bro, it's just the respect thing, man. My upbringing was to me, being an adult now, bro. Being an adult now, this is me speaking as an adult. My upbringing was great, bro. My upbringing was everything that my mom could do for me. So you know what I'm saying? Like if she only had $5, man, that $5 we couldn't tell. Shit, everybody was eating. She only had $10, man. Shit, we could invite a friend over to eat now. You know what I'm saying? So it was more so of with me and what I seen through my perspective and my eyes. My brothers could tell you differently, bro. I seen a giving mom. I seen a caring mom. I seen a compassionate mom. I seen an understanding mom. I seen a mom who now to this day wants to understand how we're growing, how like it's concerned. Like I can have conversations with my mom as to me going to jail or, you know, things like that and why I made those decisions. And my mom can literally sit back and say, I see you taking accountability. I apologize. I might not have been there for maybe an hour or maybe 30 more minutes. You know what I'm saying? But if I dedicated that time to you, now your brothers is this, now your other brother is this, and now the bills ain't getting paid. And man, so I respect everything, bro. My upbringing was great, bro. As a man, I would say coaches had a lot to do with structure. That's a different subject, of course. But my upbringing was great, man. Like I can't do nothing but respect my mom, bro. I respect my dad for being a man, bro. He's got a hood mentality. So get it how you are. Like he had 3 boys. Y'all got to get it how I got it. Period, point blank. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So you also got to respect the man as such because he might not knew how to show us because he was doing stuff in the streets that he didn't want us doing. So his best way of showing us was telling us. You feel me? And that's pretty much a gist of my upbringing.
Man, and like I said, man, I know your mom. Every time I see your mom, she always smiling, man. Always a big smile all the time. Very cool, always laughing. But when it came to y'all, man, she'll turn up for real. She'll turn up fast, real fast, man. I remember
Yeah, she
something
wasn't
happened
playing. She'll
at
still do it.
I remember something happened at practice for the Panthers. Something Coach Ivan said something to Darion. She went off, man. I remember it. I don't know why I can remember that.
Yeah,
So
she was a team mom.
yeah.
She was a
So
team mom.
man, it's awesome, man, because once again, it's so many people who they have been through that same thing, like single family home or whatnot. And sometimes it's not even that. Fathers are there, but because of work or something like that, situation happens, and it's just your mom, it seems like, for the most part. And I can tell the love, and we shout out to all those moms who do have to step up, man, and take on a bigger role. We appreciate
And take on the dad role, bro. You gotta respect them
you.
moms that put them 10 toes down, bro, and man, picked up that weight and said, you know what? I gotta do this.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
That's the utmost respect I give.
Oh, got to, man. Got to. And as man now, and we talk about these things, it's our time. We talk about
Straight
it
out.
more so for us as men starting families, whatnot. That it's no longer we got to pick up this mantle and go forward and lead from the front and not let our women do it anymore. And that's
Absolutely.
our whole journey. That's this whole point of sharing this story. Like, man, I don't want the same, even though I can get it a different way, but I want this journey to be a little different for myself and for my kids. So that's why we share these
You're
stories,
absolutely
man.
right.
So you hit on it a little bit. JUCO went to Mount Sac. Actually won a championship that year. You guys balled out. I don't even care about necessarily your stats. I just want to know what was your thinking though now that this whole scenario from I've been out, I had to do time, play football. Football's over now. I just got to worry about school so I can get out. What was that process for you, man, in JUCO? Because a lot of people don't understand Mount Sac. That's like a university, man. As far as education, Mount Sac don't play around.
Man, Mount Sac is a university, bro.
For real, for real.
And I'm gonna be honest. I was man, and shout out to Ula, man. I'm sure you know Ula. Shout out
Uh-uh.
to Big Ula, man. Well, Ula was our counselor at Mount Sac at the time. Man, he made it so good for me, bro, that I didn't even have to take us. I like when it wasn't football season, I wasn't like I didn't have to. I literally was set up to the point where we played. I actually was at PCC 2011, so I only played 1 year at Mount Sac, so I didn't have to do a semester of school after the season.
Okay.
Yeah, so but I could tell you about. I mean, I could tell you about the time where I didn't have football and it was just school. Man, that was some of the hardest stuff I ever had to. Bro, that was some of the hardest stuff I ever had to go through.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, when I first got to Mount Sac, bro, I think because I couldn't get enrolled, that I was only going to school and couldn't practice for a little bit. So it was kind of rocky for me, bro. So I was just in school, and bro, it was be 100% honest, bro. I passed every class, but it came from the camaraderie of my Sac dogs, bro. Like we was getting a ride from my boy Corey Collins every morning, bro, to Mount Sac from Altadena.
Yeah, yeah.
Every morning, bro. So mind you, we ain't getting home till midnight.
Who
We ain't
knows?
getting home till we ain't getting home till midnight. I'm talking about going home, not to the heights across the street, anything like that. I'm talking about going all the way back to Altadena. So, man, it was a grind for us, bro. And during that time, I just was like, it's not making sense to me. But my brother went through it. So he was just explaining to me, like, bro, you got to go through this. Like, you got to, I said, yeah, I went through this at PCC, but I didn't think I had to go through this like that. Like, man, I thought I was closer to done with school than anything. And man, so luckily, like I said, I knew the counselor. I had a great connection with the counselor, man. He put me in the correct classes, in the correct transferable classes, bro. So that way, after the season, I did not have to stay in school and go. I mean, I could have just left the school, you know what I'm saying, and went to the university, which
Wait, let me stop you. Let me stop you right there. For you guys who go to JUCO, that's very important what he said. Transferable units. Don't let them put you in PE units because you will not be able to transfer. I don't care how.
oh man, if y'all think y'all about to get electives, we are junior college grinders,
you
bro.
got
You I think you gotta back to back, don't you?
Yeah.
You got a back to back at Mount Sac. I only got a championship at Mount Sac. So this is really Sac Dog like conversation right here, man. Like, don't get in a position where you feel you good enough and you showing the coach that you good enough, but you're not knowing the counselor. Bro, that coach would go to that counselor and said, I need him in 12 units. I don't care what 12 units he good. I want him on my side. Because the coach, that's not his responsibility. He just wants you to compete for him on the field. So he go to the counselor and say, man, I need my guy in 12 units. Man, they give you 12 units of electives. Now it's time for you to transfer out. Them electives don't even transfer to the university because they're electives. Now, depending on what you majoring in, I got my associate's degree in kinesiology. So those electives did go towards my major. But bro, when I got to the university, and I'm sorry, I think I might be moving too fast, bro.
No, you good.
Okay, so when I got to the university, none of those classes transferred. I sat out my first 2 years. I sat my first year and a half out at Dixie. Why did I do that? Because my first year at PCC, they wanted me to play. They wanted me to play so bad to the point to where they just let me play. They didn't care about the units. They didn't care about anything. They didn't care if the units were transferable. They didn't care if they were credible classes. They didn't care about any of that type of stuff. So they went back to 2011 when I transferred 2014 and said, hey, look, that class is cool, but it just don't transfer to this school. We understood you took it, but we're going to accept it. We're only accepting that class as an elective. So now you going in thinking you want this major, you got 4 years of school and you just came from a 2-year school.
Exactly.
So you going in with the mindset of, oh, I only got 2 years, bam, knock it out, that. Yeah, hold on, slow your roll, come back. Make sure when you go to your counselor, you take all your general eds, math, English, history, core classes that you're taking in high school right now. You need to retake them when you get in high school, when you get in junior college to get your associate's degree. Now, this is why some call it a repeat of the 12th grade, or they keep counting 13th, 14th grade. However people think of it. At the end of the day, it is an upper level division high school. Division high school.
And I was a qualified out of high school, so I didn't need to get my AA.
And what's a qualifier?
So when you're a qualifier, that means you don't need to get your AA. So people, they need to get a degree from junior college. I didn't need to. I was already, my grades and my GPA and everything, testing from high school was qualified to automatically go to a university. So therefore, I wouldn't need to walk or get my degree. Therefore, this is why you have to take care of your schooling, and it's very important. Man, I've seen a lot of guys talented. First of all, JUCO, anything can happen. Life happens. But once you just got school and football's done, a lot of dudes get caught up in that right there. Like, they've been in JUCO for 4 years, and they already played 1 or 2 years. And now you like, what's going on? I'm like, man, I'm still taking these classes. So, fellas, I mean, when I was at Mount Sac, I had to transfer another school in the spring, and the summer we was taking whatever I had to do to get out. That's what
y'all was going across the freeway. Y'all was doing it, bro. Y'all was going to different schools. You at least had your name on 3 different transcripts from 3 different schools just to try to make it work for yourself.
Whatever it took to get me out faster, that's what I was about. I wanted to run track. That's my biggest regret. I couldn't run track because I had to get these units. I'm like, no, I'm about to get out. So guys, understand, man, take care of your schooling. And if you don't know, ask the counselor, like, hey, I need all transferable units, and they can tell you what that is. If you're a counselor or before you even get to the school, before you sign up for that coach, you need to go see the
Do
counselor.
your research, man. Do
Exactly.
your research.
Exactly.
Do your
True.
research. Who's the counselor at this school? Who's the academic advisor? Now, this is the now to say this, and I'm sorry to cut you off. This is one thing, bro, that I've learned in life that you shall do before you get in any situation, bro. If you go apply at a job and you don't know who the CEO of the job is, or you don't know who the manager of the job is, you failed the job already.
Exactly.
Period, point blank. And that's just how I look at it with life, bro. Like I've always, like, before I came up to Dixie, I was looking up the coaches, but I was blessed when I got up here, and we'll get to that. We'll tap on that. We'll tap in on that situation there. Man, but I was blessed when I got here. It's a situation. Me personally, I don't think nobody would be like, it wouldn't happen for nobody, bro. Like you said, I graduated 2011. I did not play football again until 2016.
It's a long time.
Meaning at a university. So my first time playing, don't get me wrong, 2011 PCC. 2012, we talking about what we was just talking about. Oh, you don't have school now. You got school now, but you don't have football. So my biggest thing was how am I eat? I needed a job. But my job, I started liking that more than anything. So it start deteriorating with my grades. My grades start getting worse, start getting bad, bro. Got in trouble, got into some stuff, came back, realized it. So my process is it's a long process, but don't think I was in school the whole time. Like I wasn't in school from 2011 to 2017. And man, you still out of JC. This is a 2-year school. You've been in for 6 years. No, that's not the case. That's not the case. Because here's another thing, these young athletes, and I had to find this out I had to find this out by going through it to understand that Division II schools, you can have up to 10 semesters. A D1 school is five full-time semesters. And what I mean by that is, if you're at PCC and you're a qualifier and you go 5 full-time semesters of 12 units, that's your D1 clock done.
It started.
Your D1 clock's done. But you have 5 more semesters to go D2.
Mm-hmm.
So the best advice I could give, guys, is if you're not playing football, do not get 12 units.
Exactly.
If you're playing football, get those 12 units because those are the requirements. But listen, what I did, I got 16 units. In case I failed a class or in case anything happened and the school wanted me maybe right after the season, I had enough units to prove that I could balance school and football. Yeah. That was my mindset. So coaches come in and they see that, they'll literally just offer you off that. Oh, you 16 units during the season? Man, you playing like that? Man, I'll check the film out later. You got good character. It was hard for me having an understanding of what I wanted more now that this football stuff is gone. Mm-hmm. Gave me a better understanding of, okay, maybe you can get 16 units now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should stay at 13, or maybe you should stay at 12, or when you're done with the season. I didn't have that understanding of while I was going through it, where I had to go through failing to understand how to succeed, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I had to go through understanding that, bro, why y'all keep giving me all these classes if I'm not playing? Yeah. So then I spoke with my auntie, bro. God bless me, bro. And this leads up to a lot of the things and all the things that how I even got up here. Bro, my auntie works at PCC, bro, the head of some administration. I go to her and she's like, oh, you can get in my program. You get in my program and like you have no choice but to get transferable units because that's all we pretty much give. Boom, bam. Oh, no brainer. Do that. Bam, I do that. So I leave there. I mean, I get into that trouble. End up doing my time, all that type of stuff. I go to Mount Sac, bro. I get to Mount Sac in 2014. First, it was the only season I had, bro. So I had to put all my eggs in one basket. Like literally, I'm talking about working out every day, twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. Bro, and then I literally like started something, bro. Like guys was working out with me, guys just coming to join me in workouts, you know what I'm saying? And they like, bro, Like, you be working, bro. Like, we see you working and stuff like that. So it really paid off in a benefit, bro. And I really thank God in the way everything happened after being released, bro, just for the simple fact of, bro, it was the first year I played with my brother, my younger brother, Ryan. Bro, then I played with four of my cousins was on the same team as us.
Dope. Dope.
Bro, I was just like, and everybody kept saying, like, before we got there to Mount Sac, like, man, Pasadena got DBs. Man, y'all got them, man. Y'all know Coach, y'all know Ernest Eichner, man. He was over here shutting it down, man. As small as he might have been, man. And couldn't nobody catch a ball on him. Couldn't nobody. Then there was another one they had over here that was he was from Pasadena too. He was from Pasadena too, man. They was both starting. That guy said, yeah, Austin.
Yup.
And Arnett. And they started, like, I ain't gonna say they started I'm not gonna say y'all started the Pasadena thing, but you guys made a good bed for us, bro. You guys made a good bed for us to lie in. And I'm not saying parent to child type bed. What I'm saying is you guys made it good for that. Y'all opened up an avenue for Pasadena athletes, bro. Y'all opened up an avenue for them believing in us as Pasadena athletes, or just believing that we ain't only got gangbangers from this town. Yeah, we got some dogs from this town. Like, because at JC, bro, you get a lot of people who are reestablished from the hood. You get a lot of people who don't bang no more, and they getting back into their gifts, and they understand and stuff like that. So when you at a JC, you gotta understand, bro, you getting all different walks of life, bro. You're getting all different walks of life. So your preparation and your mental has to be definitely like superb, bro. You have to understand that you either gonna put the work in or you're gonna allow these people right here to outwork you.
Exactly.
And that was just a blessing for me, bro, just going there because it was the best school in Southern California, bro. I think it's the best JC in the world, if you ask me.
For sure, hands down.
Yeah, I think it's the best JC in the world. It's not too many people. It's not too many coaches, bro, it's not, let me just say this, bro. It's not too many universities who could have beat y'all. It's not too many universities who could have beat us.
For sure.
We for sure would have been competing at playoffs. Now they got the college playoffs, or we for sure would have won our league, bro. We would have won our bowl game, anything like that within as such as we did at Mount Sac, bro. Yep. So, bro, that really changed me as a football player. It changed me as a man, and it opened up my expertise in football, bro. Like, I just was around people who love this shit, bro. And I never really knew how much I loved it until shit. I got around my brother, I got around my cousins, and I start seeing like, bro, we grinding. This is literally like we forgetting to eat sometimes, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we all living. I'm telling you, bro. This is how it went. We stopped because my first year there, that's when we was getting a ride from my boy Corey. Corey had graduated and left, got a scholarship to UC Davis, regardless of how he played, regardless of what he did. I don't even think, honestly, and this has nothing against him. I said if he was sitting next to me right in front of me.
Yeah.
I don't think he was a contributor to that team. He got a scholarship to UC Davis, bro. Full scholarship to UC Davis.
It's dogs. Everybody gonna eat when y'all winning.
You feel me? So this just gave us an understanding that I think it was a walk-on, but he ended up making a team. But that right there just understood that what was he doing the whole time while he was there?
Exactly.
Observing, working, putting it in, trying to make a name for himself. Because you got to understand, bro. Hey, Ness, I'm sorry, I might go off topic, bro. Hey, they got this new generation, bro. This new generation of kids got this football thing mixed up, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They disrespecting the game, bro. They disrespect the game to the highest T, to the highest power in whatever math that is. They disrespect the game to the highest T. I've seen a lot of kids during 7-on-7 wearing pajamas. Arnett, what would we do to a kid that wore pajamas to a 7-on-7?
Get out of there, first of all.
Man, you getting double teamed, and you getting double teamed on purpose. like a punt. Like, come on, bro. Like, you out here disrespecting the game, bro. And it's not even as us coaching and then playing. It's us playing against this new generation. Not that we want to or anything like that, but what I'm saying is, like, this new generation of kids, bro, they got to watch your highlight tape to believe that you even went to where you went.
Exactly. Yep.
Hey, Ness, bro, we were not like that, Ness. We didn't have nobody, bro. We literally, our era and our generation is like the Bo Jackson generation, bro. We didn't have Vertimax. Man, we didn't have the speed treadmill, bro. We didn't,
We out there
and we
on the heels. We out there with Coach Horty. All that, man.
shout out to Horty, man. Shout out to Horty, man. Horty done had his hands on almost every athlete that came through Pasadena, man. We gotta give our credit to those who, helped us along the village, pretty much.
Hands down, man. And
but I'm sorry, like I said, sorry to take off subject, bro. I want to get back into your next question.
Yeah, man. I mean, you hit on it too. As far as your next journey to Dixie, but before that, you said something. I wanted to tap into it just a little bit. Because this is my niece, she's struggling with this right now. What was so enticing about working and your goal of getting, you wanted to go play football, but why did working start to take over more, like that money start to take over more in your mindset than like, I actually want to get to where I want to go?
Oh, I didn't have no self-discipline, bro. You got to have self-discipline. Like, and we also got to understand, bro, life is about management. Mm-hmm. Life is literally about management, bro. If I went into this position and got this job and understood I'm not about to be working at this job probably for 9 months.
Yeah.
I just need the money. I just need the money to help me survive through my struggle right now in JC. Mm-hmm. Bro, I went into this job loving this job. Went into the job like, oh, I need to work. I need to make this money. I need to do this. So, bro, if I was a lot more self-disciplined, bro, if I had a lot more, if I personally, bro, I can't speak for your niece. You know what I'm saying? But if you have a lot more discipline, if you have a lot more self-discipline and you know what your goal is, like at the end of the day, bro, that's what I'm gonna tell you. God didn't create us to work.
What?
He created us to work hard, but he didn't create us to work in a he didn't create us for that, bro. We're
I'll tell you a step further. He didn't want you to work for somebody else's vision. He wants you to work on
man, I was just gonna say he didn't want you working for somebody who you really can't learn from.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So say that in a sense of, man, we made to work hard as men. And the Bible even says that, man, that don't work hard don't eat.
Yep,
and we also got to understand that man that don't work, that don't eat. So that's why I put myself in a position of where I got to stop asking moms, bro. I'm not getting money from moms. Mm-hmm. Man, when I get home, my mom ain't even there. Mm-hmm. I can go to sleep and she just now getting there. I barely see her in the morning. I only hear her in the morning. You feel me? I'm at the point now where it's JC. So if y'all ride outside and y'all miss y'all ride, you miss class and practice for the day. Mm-hmm. So it was just for me, like, bro, just I have it now, bro, and I'm still working on it, bro, and I'm still working on it all the way to this day, bro. Self-discipline, I feel like, if you don't have what you want, bro, if you don't know, let me take that all the way back. If you don't value what you have, if you don't value what God gives you, bro, you're gonna think that you belong everywhere. Mm-hmm. Except for in this one place. So I thought I belonged everywhere. I thought I needed a job to help me with football. I didn't need that. I needed a job to help me during this time to eat, to put food on the table. But I could have worked out all day after I got done working. Mm-hmm. You feel me? But I was putting myself in a position of distractions. I was looking for distractions because we're not playing. We don't got a game this Saturday.
Exactly. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But not thinking about that trench kid, not thinking about that one that's in the trenches right now, mm-hmm. that's working, mm-hmm. and come home to no lights and still working out outside with a street light. You're not thinking about them. So I think about that now as a man, bro. So the best advice I would give to your niece is you're not the only one in this position. Mm-hmm. So if you lack in your work, somebody's putting in more work than you. The only person you're going to be mad at the end of the day is yourself. Exactly. You. And the biggest, like, it's easy to be mad at somebody else, especially if you're blaming people in life. If you've been blaming people your whole life, it's easy. But, bro, when you mess up a decision on your own, if you don't take accountability for it, it haunts you. Mm-hmm. It haunts you. It haunts you. And God going to make you feel it. God going to make you feel it just for the simple fact of the blame game. No accountability, no nothing. Like you're not even realizing what you're doing. You're looking in this mirror thinking that you're a brown man, but you're looking in this mirror knowing you're a brown man, but you're telling yourself I'm white.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not believing in what you see.
Hey,
so
hey man, that's too funny right there, man. Hey man, and the reason why I brought it up because it's not even just not my niece. I run into kids all the time. You know, they want to train this and that. They like, man, coach, I want to play football. I'm like, shoot, why won't you do it then? It's like, well, I need to work. I tell them, I'm like, okay, I understand you need to work, but working, how long you gonna work for that job? You only gonna work. It's temporary. It's not the thing what you want to do. And I
Right.
remember this to this day, man. Once I came back from university, I did not want to play football just because my whole experience, like, we just sucked, and I just like. And after my pro day, I didn't hear nothing. I was like, I'm kind of done. One of my brother's best friend at the time, he told me, he said, Ernest, he said, man, you need to follow your dreams. He said, the thing is, a monkey can do a job. He said, you can teach a monkey how to do a job. He can do it. He said, following your dreams, not too many people doing it. So that's how I was like, shoot, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna ride out into it as far as I can go. So
Man, tell these wheels fall off.
man, so and it's took me places and made me think. And now what I'm doing now, it started from this. So from all just continue playing football. So when I see these kids and they're like, man, I understand the job, get the job, but that's not the main, keep the main thing the main thing. If you want to play football, if you want to play sports, whatever it is, it's only temporary. Don't At the end of the day, the job is actually a liability because it's taking your time away from what you really want to do. So that's why I wanted to bring that up, man. But you shared on it too. How did you get to Dixie State? And I said a lot of people don't know where it is, but how did you get there? And go a little more in depth. What it was like for you there at Dixie State.
I tell you, bro. God, what DJ Khaled saying nowadays? God did.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that is a true statement, bro. Literal, true statement. Let me tell you like this, bro. I had off from San Jose State coming out of Mount Sac. I had off from damn, that was a while ago, bro. I had Mount Sac. I mean, I'm tripping. At Mount Sac, I had San Jose State because my boy Loney went there. And I only had 1 year to go D1, bro.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I had SMU. I had SMU. And I think those were the only two that I really could remember, bro. I had D1s, but I only had 1 year to go to D1s, and I wasn't necessarily trying to deal with politics or stuff like that. Bro, I took a visit with my boy Glass. I took a visit with my boy Glass to this school called Tiffin University.
Yeah, I know where it is.
I went out there and met my boy, who I still talk to this day, Stu, Dejan Stewart. Went out there. It was cool, bro. I just don't like the snow.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like the snow. So I was just, fishing around, just looking for schools, bro. Like, I mean, not looking for schools. I was trying to figure out who wanted me because my dad told me, bro, and this is one thing that stuck with me, bro. You ain't did nothing until they banging your door down.
Exactly.
So until they banging your door down, you need to keep working. I'm like, oh, man, that makes a lot of sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? If they're not asking for you, then that means, they not seeing a value within you. You know what I'm saying? So when people come to you, they want to see the value within you so that now they can add to the value.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm getting offers. I'm like, oh, okay. It's pretty cool. It's pretty good. Man, I took another visit to Tiffin in Ohio. And then I took a visit to an orange school. Oklahoma something, bro. I had it, bro. 2 snowy schools, bro. Bro, and I'm talking about when I got there, the visit was in the snow. I'm like, bro, I've never been in the snow before. I'm not doing this. Knock that off. God, please. God, I just want to go somewhere where my folks can come watch me. God, I just want to go somewhere where my folks could. I just want a championship. We just won a championship at Mount Sac. Like, I ain't got more than, I know I only could go D1 for 1 year. I said, but they still taking opportunities. They still taking time to see what's up. Bro, I get a call from Coach Shay McClure at Dixie State. Dixie State is located in St. George, Utah, literally an hour behind Vegas. The only hour it's an hour difference, meaning like I'm an hour ahead. I'm an hour ahead to California time. This is Mountain Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
Where I get a call from Coach Mac, Shay McClure. I'm down there at home, Mount Sac. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? This coach coming from Dixie. I'm actually at Humble State. I just got the job at Dixie State. Uh, would love to have you. Mind you, I don't know him. I just know him as a recruiter. I just
Mhm.
know him as a coach. Boom, bro. I promise you. A week later, Coach Marcus Graves, Pasadena, get the job. Dixie. Will Harris, get the job
Mhm.
at Dixie. No brainer. Y'all
Mhm.
both from Pasadena?
Exactly.
Will's
Exactly.
calling me like, he not even calling me Aaron. He like Squirm. Man, I need you up here, bro. Like what? Like, I'm like, well, my cousin Jeff, my cousin Jeff getting back into it too. Like, man, I need both of y'all.
Mhm.
Man, what's up? Like, all right, well, when can we come? He like, man, whenever y'all, man, pack my stuff up, left the next day. My mom and my auntie brought us up here. Bro, I don't think anybody has ever been in a position like that to see God, bro. Like as clear as I seen him,
Yeah, yeah.
meaning to further my education, to further my progress in football, to further my life, bro.
Mhm.
I thank Marcus Graves and Will Harris to the day I die, bro.
Mhm.
And Shay McClure. They gave me an opportunity at a full scholarship, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Full scholarship to achieve my bachelor's.
Mhm.
Bro, do you know how incredible that is for somebody to be in that position to even bless you? And look, bro, they didn't even have to watch film on me.
Yeah, for sure. I know. I
When you
know.
got that connection, when you when you got that connection with somebody and you know him, you like, man, I got a guy, he's coming. Look, you are the head coach already called me. So now you didn't brought Will on and Graves. They like, oh, we're going to get Squirm. They're
Exactly.
like, who is Squirm? Aaron Simpson. Oh, yeah, I just talked to him last week. Man,
Mhm.
let's shoot that off route. Oh,
Mhm.
man, no brainer, bro. I was up here within the next 6 hours.
Man, that's a
No
blessing
brainer. I
for
came
real.
up here in the next 6 hours.
That's a blessing for real. That's a blessing, man. Sure.
Yeah, I said that was one of the biggest blessings God, like, besides getting released and stuff like that, bro. That just allowed me to see, like, damn, you supposed to be doing this.
Exactly. Exactly.
This is your calling right here.
Exactly, man. And is so you share that journey. So with that first year you couldn't play, right? You had to sit out.
Yeah. Yep. That first year I had to sit out. My boy Jeff was able to play. But my boy Jeff was able to play. They end up uh saying he was ineligible, not in a bad way or anything like
Mhm.
that. They end up saying he was ineligible a week before the game, but it was
Mhm.
really on administration. They didn't look through all his transfer papers and stuff like that. They didn't do their due diligence on the administration side. Um, so man, we both end up sitting out. We
Gotcha.
both end up sitting out, bro. Got great jobs, bro. I sat out for 15 and I went back. I actually, bro, I transferred here off credits.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I had to go back to Mount Sac and officially get my associates.
Yeah,
So
gotcha.
yeah, I had 60 like I had enough units to transfer, and I had enough core classes to transfer into school. You know what I'm saying? And I also had enough electives that put me in a position to have this amount of units to transfer to this specific institution.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, bro, man, like everything worked out perfect. Everything worked out fine. I get up here and like I said, like it could have been. I mean, I'm gonna just say it's on paperwork because I'm already up here. So
Mhm.
with me being up here, like if administration, I feel like did they due diligence and everything was handled the way they were doing it, then it would have been good. But mind you, Dixie had went from a JC to a D2.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was a lot of stuff that people weren't familiar with. It was a lot of stuff that people were new to. You know what I'm saying? So certain stuff like we all growing. You know what I'm saying? We all growing into being at this university now. Like it's my first year. Some people in administration first year, so they didn't necessarily know things or they didn't do things correctly. So I ended up having to sit out. Uh, Going back to get my associates. Got my associates officially, bro. Came back at the end of 16. At the end of 16, and bro, this was also one of the great key points. Oh, This is number two. This is number two. This is number two. Key point in life and in football that taught me. So my year I came back. You there?
I can hear you.
Oh, it just stopped. Oh, so my year I came back, bro, they had a coaching change.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. And I'm like, damn, Will left. Marcus still there.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, me and Marcus grew up with each other. We played at the Turkey Tussle with each other.
Mm-hmm.
The Turkey Tussle, the Rose Bowl game. We played against Mir, our rival school out in Pasadena. So he ended up being up here, and he like, hey, we got a coach up here. He know what he talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Willie Mack Garza. Man, this dude had been at University of Texas. He been at SC. Man, just a premier dude with a great resume, man. I get up here. Shit, I had a mirror check, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got up here. I wasn't out of shape. Top-notch shape. Size good. Everything. He just had his guys, bro. Mm-hmm. He recruited his guys that I'm not gonna say he made promises to, but he had guys that he had built a relationship with before I even came back up here. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So he's allowing these guys to like feel a lot more confident within themselves, but their confidence is just verbiage and it's not action. I'm showing my action on the field, shutting guys down in practice, bro, like not having a problem. So, man, I end up meeting with the coach. I go in the office like, Coach, what's going on, man? And you know my age, right? Yeah, I ain't got too much more time to be wasting. Mm-hmm. We need to figure something out. If you got a problem with me, we need to discuss the problems and we need to put them aside. And you need to respect me as an athlete. I'm going to respect you as a coach. He said, man, I'm going to just be honest with you, man. They was blowing your name up before you got up here. They was blowing your name. They was, man, I wanted to know who you was. Like, I wanted to call you my damn self, but I didn't know you. Yeah. Like, everybody bragging on you, like, who he's a Squirm coming back. He's coming back. He said, man, and then when you came back and, like, nothing, like, wowed me. I'm like, oh, I feel you. Like, I totally understand. Shit, I've been on for like 2 years. I get what you're saying. I can respect you as a coach for even talking to me like that. Nothing wowed you. Like, nothing made you really, you know what I'm saying? Like what? Nothing really, like, I didn't stand out. He was like, nah, the stuff you doing other guys in practices could do. Bro, immediately from there, I started working out every day, extra, putting in more work. But mind you, I also took the understanding that I'm not going to play. Regardless of how hard I work, I got to put in more work. I'm not going to play because this guy has his guys. So I was on that side of the fence for my junior year, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, then I learned special teams. I've never played special teams besides gunner. Mm-hmm. I played punt return, but catch the ball and go. Yeah. Bro, you don't even understand, bro. I had one of the best special teams coaches. His brother, I think his brother name was Jim Fossil.
Yeah, I know.
The special teams coach at the Rams. Mm-hmm. Bro, special teams coach at the Rams. Then his dad was at the Giants. Mm-hmm. Bro, his brother was here at Dixie. Mike Fossil. Really? Oh, my goodness, bro. I learned special teams like the back of my hand, bro. I played punt return, kickoff return, and hands team. I've never done that. Mm-hmm. Bro, he's telling me the same type of talk that we would have in defensive meetings. We're having special teams talks like this. I said, God, I thank you so much. I have learned every aspect of football in like now to this point. I played quarterback in high school. Growing up, I played lineman, D-line, linebacker. High school, I played quarterback, safety, corner. Junior college, I strictly went to corner. Bro, I got to university and played special teams. I said, man, I think I know the game from almost every dynamic now. I can't go into details of offense and things like that, but I could train quarterbacks. I could give quarterbacks a mentality understanding if you want to develop this understanding. So, bro, that was literally like another key moment within my career and within my life, bro, because it taught me that it don't matter how good you are. And then it also taught me another aspect of football, bro. It's a lot of people who don't even understand how important special teams is in football, and they in the NFL, bro.
Big time, big time. Just had an interview with my boy who I played with. He actually got drafted, and he said, "Man, special teams is the most important thing if you're not drafting that first round." He said that first round, you need to focus on special teams. He said anything other than that, he's like, special teams is what's gonna have you keep your job, and you be in the NFL much longer than anything else. So that is very.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. Once I learned that, I'm like, bro, if you stay in shape, that's what special teams is.
Yeah. Exactly.
You stay in shape, and then watch. I'm about to be in better shape than everybody because, I mean, we wasn't putting up a lot of points, but we did have a lot of kickoffs. And now I got it to the point to where we racing down there. First man to the ball. You feel me? We'll get a new pair of gloves. Last man down there, you got 50 push-ups, 100 push-ups. So I turned it into a competition deal, bro.
Exactly.
Like, I have fun with it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I never looked down upon I did look down upon special teams before I learned it. Yes. Bro, I would never look down upon any point, any aspect of the game ever again. I would never limit a kid the way that I may have been limited. I would never put a kid in one position, if that makes sense. Like, I would never allow a kid, because you got to understand, man, kids thrive amongst us as adults. So if we put them in a good enough position and they feel good as kids, all we got to do is put them in a different position and allow them to feel the same way.
It's all about the environment, and then that mindset, that energy that you putting on to them. I mean, kids can feel it. We all can feel that energy, man. Definitely, man. So I want to get to your senior year before your senior year, man, because I didn't even know about your junior year, all that. Senior year, bro, you said you was working out every day, and you
see me
every day.
I was coming,
getting in. Rather you be in Utah, you come back down to Dina, whatever it is, you was out. It didn't matter what it was, you was out working out, man. And all that stuff paid off, man. You led your team. Actually, you got a history in the record books at the school, 7 interceptions in one season. You have a certain amount of yards. You are our first team for the RMAC conference. You're first team. Explain that senior year. Like, did you expect that, or were you completely surprised, or it was just like, man, this is what I've been working for?
I'm gonna keep it all the way honest. I look back and say, oh, okay, that's why it happened. And I look just like that. I wasn't excited. I wasn't happy. I was like, oh, okay. And bro, it wasn't until a week after my last game, bro, before I went into the season. And mind you, I developed this by being inspired by you, because I never seen the classroom nest. I've always seen the nest to work hard. So I just assumed that you did what I was doing and put everything together, bro, because I know you ain't just putting this work in on the field. You got to go back and write this film down. You got to write down what number 83 do. You got to write down his tendencies. You got to go back and watch 83 in high school. Because if he got the same tendencies in high school, it ain't changing. It's not changing. He just got faster. He just got, that's the only thing. Bro, I wrote down, bro, and I wish I had it, bro. I wish I had it just like for details and understanding of what I did. So short-term goals, long-term goals, daily goals. I'm going to tell you my whole senior year, starting with you, bro. I came up here 2 days before camp, mind you. I came up here to get tested. They do the PEDs, they do all that type of stuff. You do the meetings, all that type of stuff. So I came up here, did my meeting, got up out of here, left. So bro, this is what it was, bro. I literally wrote everything down. So I wrote down short-term goals and I'm gonna tell you, I remember them like, cause I could see the paper in my head, bro. My short-term goals were stay healthy, focus on more recovery. At this point in time in the beginning of the season, we didn't have to watch film, but I was still watching film. So I wanted to get ahead of the game, bro. So I wrote down my short-term goals, my long-term goals, and then I also had daily goals, bro. So my daily goals allowed me to reach my short-term and long-term goals.
Mm-hmm.
So my daily goals were, we had practice in the morning, bro, at 7. Practice started for sure at 7. My senior year, bro, I was there at 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. every day. Every day. I lived up the street from the school. Man, I was walking down from my apartment, bro, every day. Going. So the first day I get there, my coach Loney is there with his linemen, like all D linemen. This is scheduled though, bro.
Dog legend.
Yep, sack dog, living legend right there. So I see Coach Loney Fangupo with his D lineman. I'm like, oh shit, this coach is serious. Like he's coming here to make a change. Like, and then he got the lineman up front to make the change with him. Like, shit, let's go. I like that. Bro, I come out the next day, the lineman ain't there. I'm like, bro, that was scheduled. He tried to get them to understand what he really meant, and they didn't get it. So it's one lineman out there with me early. He comes at like 6:15 though, so I'm already sweating, bro. So the first thing I did, 5 a.m., first thing I do on the field, I get out there. I thank God. I thank God for waking me up this morning, man, allowing me to even be in this position. Thank you for keeping me from any hurt, harm, and danger. Before I step on this field, protect me from any hurt, harm, and danger, Lord Jesus. Please protect me. Bro, I get on the field. I say my prayer, all that type of stuff, go out there. Immediately, I do the AD drill. Goal line to goal line. Mm-hmm. Pedal. Mm-hmm. Arms down, arms hanging down. You remember that. Yep. After practice. Yep. So I do them. Start off with them. That was my warm-ups every morning. So I have 4. So I did one this side, walk the end zone, thinking about, you feel me, thinking about, are you tired? Just talking to myself. Get to the other side. Boom. End zone, same thing. Bam, bam. Make a long story short, I was doing, that was a warm-up. Bro, so now I'm on the field. And I'm thinking of how practice is about to go. Because as we get there, I'll tell you how I actually did it once I developed the program. I'm just thinking how practice is going to go. So I'm doing one-on-ones on the field with my boy Casey Allison in my head mentally. My boy DeJuan. I'm doing it mentally like, oh, okay, he only run these certain amount of routes. He only run these routes. They're going to throw a deep ball to him. Now, DeJuan, they're going to give him, he's like more, they're going to give him a crosser out. He ain't scared to go across the middle. He's endless. So he's a little more difficult to guard. You feel me? So I'm going to spend more time on working more routes out here, working angles, working different things like that. So, and then it's important because when I come back home and when I was working with you, Lighted Up Fitness, man, it was just, bro, everything went together, bro. Like the way you explain stuff, the way you even train us, bro, like everything went together, bro. The first thing I said is when I came back is what? Bro, we going back to 8th grade. Mm-hmm. You like, yes. You see it ain't changed from here all the way up. It is not changed. The basics, you learn the basics. This is how I coach now, like thanks to you. Bro, if you learn the basics, I got a tool. I can add tools to your toolbox. Exactly. You just got to know the basic stuff. Right. As soon as you learn the basic stuff, let me be the man and let me create the player now. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Now let me tell you my secret sauce. You feel me? Now that's where we get in our one-on-one sessions and you're like, you're in a sense, you're more so like, why would you do that, Squirm? Okay, but if we did this, or if you broke it down like this, look how much faster you would get there. Mm-hmm. Bro, the biggest thing I've honestly, not the biggest thing, bro, because I got so many accomplishments with you. It's not even funny, bro. The one-step break is probably one of the biggest things, and I also teach that now to my kids. Mm-hmm. That one-step break at the top of the route is so important, bro, and slowing the game down is another thing you do for me, bro. So, man, it really just like everything, like me on the field, 5 a.m., bro. I literally seen you, my guy Framp, who I was working out with, my guy AG, who I was working out with, all these things. And I'm just putting it in an understandable term where I can understand it. So I'm doing, boom, I'm going through my player, like the best receivers, the first 5 best receivers. So like I was saying about my process of my senior year, man, I was, bro, I would just literally think on the field about the people who I've dealt with, the drills that I would do, and that would help me with the drills. Of course, while I'm doing the drills, I'm thinking of y'all coaching me up like y'all there. You know what I'm saying? So my biggest thing, bro, that I put aside was competing with the guys who I was seeing every day at practice, who were dressed up in their shoulder pads and a helmet, bro. Like, I upped my game, bro. And I even told Coach Loney this, like, Coach Loney, I ain't competing with these dudes, man. I'm an adult out here. These are like kids to me. I'm competing with you. Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. Bro, I go out to the field thinking I'm beating him. He's over in the corner with his arms crossed. Good try today, Squirm.
Yep.
Good try today, man. I've been grinding those, Squirm. Like, I like to see you do it. Like, this is fun for me to see you. Man, next day I beat him. And you're not about to beat me no more, bro. I'm at 445.
Yeah.
450. Let's go. 450. So look, now I got more time to probably eat my fruit, sit at my locker, write down the goals before I go out. You feel me? So my daily goals allow me to reach my short-term goals and my long-term goals, bro. Like I literally had daily goals, bro. I had a competition set up in practice. I had an interception competition set up in practice. Whoever got the most got gloves before the first game. Of course, I didn't get my respect. You feel me? They stopped counting at a point because I had too many picks. Like, they like, bro, you got 6. Yeah, bro, we only had 4 or 2 practices. I said, but yeah, you come out here with me in the morning, bro. I guarantee you, you will be something to compete with. Like, I'm not trying to make you feel less of a man or any less of an athlete or anything like that, bro. But what I'm specifically letting you know is I get 3 picks every day in practice, bro. This ain't just happening because the quarterbacks is sorry. Bro, I'm doing my due diligence and I'm putting my work in to, bro, this is it for me.
Yeah.
Y'all got 2 years. I'm Michael Jackson. This is it. It's done for. Like, what I'm going to do after this, bro?
Exactly.
What I'm going to do, bro? Y'all think I'm about to be a brainiac? All of a sudden, after my senior year, I'm going to become a brainiac and I'm going to start doing tech. No. I'm not staying in school. I'm not going back to school, bro. I'm not a brainiac. You feel me? I'm smart in my field. I'm smart in the things that God have blessed me to be smart in. So I say that to say, man, bro, my grind, bro, I wasn't even, bro, I didn't even. So after the game you came to, the last game against Adams State, if you even watched the game, bro, I was having so much fun, bro.
Yep.
Like, bro, I was literally like, I was all over the field, bro. I was having fun, bro. That game also taught me a lot, bro. That game also taught me that, bro, you could play hard the whole game. Bro, for first snap, all the way to the end of the game, bro, I literally was having fun without thinking about, bro, just because of all the work I put in, bro, my steps that I was taking, bro, and the film that I watched, bro, I literally was just like walking on the field, like just stepping in areas. Like, oh, he's about to go here. Oh, boom. Oh, he's about to go there. Oh, I got to come up right here. Bro, so it was literally like calculated. I would say that.
Yeah.
It was calculated. It was calculated for the simple fact of me, like I said, doing my due diligence, watching that film, bro. I think I'm really one of the, like, the people who I've been around and the people that I've been blessed to be trained by, mentored by. Shout out to Kevin Mills, man. The people who I've been like the village, bro. The village that I've been a part of. Come on, man. Don't even trip, bro. This next journey in my life, y'all gonna reap the benefits of having an understanding of how much I appreciate y'all. I can only say it so much, you know what I'm saying? But just like, I just pray that this opportunity comes, you know what I'm saying? This next opportunity in life does come.
It will.
For what I have.
It will, man. And you said a gym, bro, because I don't understand. I don't think a lot of people understood what you said, bro. That preparation, even though you put in all that work in the off season, it continued in the season. People don't be understanding that. Like people want to stop just because the season's here. You need to keep that going. And most of it was mental. It had nothing to do sometimes with physical because people want man, when I played, I thought it was only one way. I thought it was like go hard, go hard, go hard. Me now, it's all about being smarter, like doing smarter things, keeping your body,
Take
this and
care of
that.
your body.
But
Like,
so, and as far as DB, it's mental reps, understanding what they want to do, who can do what, because each receiver only can do certain things. It's only a couple of unicorns that you're gonna run across. You're like, shoot, they can do it all. They can run, jump, they can they got the strength, they got all the routes. You're not gonna run into too many people like that. And if you do,
right.
they're going to the league. All right.
Man, at the top of their game and we know their name.
Exactly. And then you got a quarterback who everybody got a weakness, everybody got a strength. Once you figure that out, and then you put that together with the work, the film, bro. And like you said, bro, it had nothing to do. You was locked in. It wasn't calculated. It was because you knew you put in the work. You visualized
Right.
it. And I
Right.
tell my
Right.
players now, man, visualizing that's a real thing. That my whole senior year, college, that's all I used to do. If I didn't visualize,
Yeah, like they tell the water boy. That's remember what they told the water boy. Visualize.
yeah,
Tackling fuel. Tackling fuel. And what he do? What he go do?
exactly what he
Knock that dude helmet off.
exactly.
Tackling fuel. You feel me? So if you visualize it and you see it, bro, this is the biggest problem that I was having growing up. I can see everything because that's my vision. That's what God is showing me. Bro, if you do not apply the application,
Exactly.
man, if it's a difference between applying and application. Like, I could go apply at the job, but are you doing the due diligence to keep this job? Are you following up on calls? Are you putting yourself in a position to get the job? You know what I'm saying? It's easy. Like applying to me is filling paperwork out. Application is doing the paperwork.
Real tough.
Following through with your paperwork. And that's like my understanding of like what I've my experience of life and what I came through, bro.
That's real. That's real. And I take it even because application, because you can be doing something but don't understand why you're doing it.
Come on now.
It's not until you have wisdom or the understanding. Well, now you like, this is why I'm doing it. So my coach, he told me this, and it was a gem. He said, it's not truly yours until you understand it. I had to think about it.
Right.
He was like, just think about it. He said, you might be doing something, but you don't understand why you're doing it. You may be even getting results. But if you don't know why or when to apply it, you like, how do I replicate this action again? How do I get this result? But once you
Yeah,
understand,
that's what I'm going through right now.
once you understand it, bro, once it becomes yours, man, you can do it at any time. Anytime. Oh, I need to do this now. This is the perfect time. I need to implement this now. And that becomes wisdom. And sometimes that revelation never comes. It comes later down the road. But if you get that, if you're able to switch that on, man, and this is why and this is why I do what I do at the end of the day, is to help us as young men, because I was the first one in my family to get a scholarship and go play professional. Nobody
Same
else,
here, my boy.
nobody else in my family could tell me. You know, my cousin, he like 50 years older than me, he actually played in the NFL. By the time I found out and had a relationship with him, I was already about to be done. It was, and we had these talks like, man, I wish I would have known, but I
I
didn't
just
know.
call it, that's a gatekeeper, bro.
Yeah, yeah. And like
That's
I
a
didn't know,
gatekeeper to me.
man. But the thing is, he didn't know. He was like, we're not even really close like that. That's the thing. Like,
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah, we're not even close. It wasn't until I found out. Like my mom told me about him, but it's not going in my head. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
you got
thinking,
your own grind.
yeah,
You like, I ain't seeing him, like he's out of sight, out of mind.
yeah. So
I ain't seeing him, he ain't on TV.
exactly. So when now it's like I want to help these kids not to go through the things I went through. I want to help these young men as far as, yes, even though my lifestyle, I didn't go through certain things, it's a better way because I did learn. All right. I want everybody to understand now, even though people won't do it, I want people to be entrepreneurs because football, basketball, sports, you are an entrepreneur. You're an independent contractor. When you understand that, you understand how to play this game. It's not just a game because people making money off of you, and you can make money off
Man,
your
they making money off your hard work.
Your hard work.
Not you per se, but all this NIL stuff going around, the name, image, likeliness, and all that type of stuff. Man, it is people setting up businesses to make money off of your name, your image, and your likeliness.
And think about it. What are they making money off of? Your likeness. You still not getting paid for playing football.
Right.
You're not even getting paid for the work you're doing. You getting paid because how you can be marketed outside the field. But really, you should be getting paid for being on the field. And we almost done. I don't want to hold you up much longer, man. True, we can go on and on. But I wanted to ask because you did share just a little bit. What are you up? What are you currently up to right now?
Man, I just got blessed, bro. I just got blessed with the XFL opportunity. I had the new league that the Dwayne Rock Johnson started. They had it out a couple of years ago. And I guess it shut down, financial issues or anything like that. Not 100% sure on why it got shut down. Man, but it's back. I got an invite. Went to this showcase. I did pretty good. I didn't test as good as I should have if I would have put the work in to test, but I did a good enough job to where I got invited to the player draft pool.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, so I got inducted, or however they call it. I got chosen for the player draft pool coming up in November for our season to start in January. Now I'm just asking everybody to send a prayer up for me,
for sure.
that I land up on a team. For me, myself, and my sake, I would love to be on this Las Vegas team. Just because of what I've built an hour away from here.
Yeah.
So I know that what that would do for me as an individual. I know what that would do for the community that I came around. And I just know what this opportunity would do for me and kids back home and my village back home. So, man, this is an opportunity that I'm not letting pass me up. I'm definitely putting the work in and doing my due diligence. And I'm not treating this as if something negative is gonna come, because then 9 times out of 10 something does come. So, man, I'm just thankful for this opportunity to have the opportunity to play again at the age of 30. Man, because truth be told, like, I can get into coaching now and not yell at the kids and have a good understanding of how to coach and have a good understanding of mentorship. Because, bro, I got a championship, Mount Sac. A lot of people would never win a championship. To me, that's the Super Bowl. You feel what I'm saying? I've accomplished the personal accomplishments that I wanted to accomplish. Like, I got marked down for 7, but I had 12 picks the whole year, not including the flags that was not flags. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I'm good with myself. Like, bro, I'm good mentally. I'm good physically. I don't need to play football again.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I'm not projecting that out to the world so something can hear me and shut it down, and whatever's out there to shut it down, I want to burn it up. But, man, I was blessed with that opportunity to go to the XFL, bro, and man, I'm more thankful. I thank you a lot. You know what I'm saying? And throughout my process, just for the simple fact of just being who you are, and just the simple fact of us having this enrichment conversation. You know what I'm saying? Building this togethership here. We never know what's gonna come from this video. We never know who we're gonna inspire. We never know what can come from this, bro. As we know, we're God's children. So this is our mission served on this earth. You know what I'm saying? So we're still serving our mission with being down upon ourselves. We're still serving our mission and still trying to allow God to see us, regardless of what situation we're in. I might be in a worse situation in my life, or you might be in a worse situation in your life. But, bro, look where we at. Look what we talking about, bro. So that's just the biggest thing for me. And I thank you for taking your time out. And I appreciate you, man, just for even selecting me to even be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give my thanks to you, man. You gotta give people their roses while they're here, man. And that's the biggest thing to me, bro. And I really appreciate all that you've done. all that you've all the mind enrichment that you ever given me, the field work, life, bro, life. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to spend time to talk to me throughout my day.
No, that's real talk, man. Like I said, man, it's all for a higher purpose, bro. It's never about me. It's all about God, man. And it's the people who poured into me as well. And that's my job as a big bro, as a mentor, as whatever I am to do to you guys, man. And the thing is for you guys to do it to the next generation and to those after, man. And I just love you said something, man, and it's very important that you can be done for football. Like you can walk away and it doesn't. And a lot of people, we don't understand this. And I shared this before. When you playing football, you take everything personal because that's all you think you are. That's all you know. When football is what you do and not who you are. So it's awesome that you have that peace. Like, man, I'm good. I can be good without football. Like I can really walk away from this day. My life is not because a lot of people they can't transition. It takes a while. You know, you hear these guys who play the NFL, they go broke, they do all these things, man. But for you to figure that out young now, like, look, I can transition to something else, and this doesn't define me. I love to hear that, and I
Yeah,
think
giving
that's
it
what.
back, man. Because it's a lot of coaches out here, bro, that, and I'm sorry to cut you off. It's a lot of coaches out here, bro, that will literally show these kids their highlight tapes from 7 years ago. Like, bro, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? What is the purpose?
Exactly.
To me, you still want to be in this kid's position.
Mm-hmm.
What you showing this kid your film for? Now, if they actually see your film, that's totally different.
Yeah.
But if you in film and you like, look, we're gonna watch my film to correct us. Nah, bro. I'm done playing, bro. I'll make a teach tape and I probably won't even be on a teach tape.
Yeah. Ain't got nothing to do with
Type
it. I
stuff.
just want to show, yeah. That's
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? I'm out here to be a now I'm in a position where I can do what you do now. You feel me? I can give it back in a genuine way. I can give it back in a natural way. And then, bro, you gotta understand some of these coaches that's out here cussing and yelling at these kids, man, they got high school experience, man. So they out here coaching these kids up and saying, man, I wouldn't do that if I was you.
mm-hmm.
Well, you're not him, man. You're not.
Here we go. We got you back, man. So I want to just thank you, man, for the opportunity for sitting down, speaking with us, man, sharing your story. Man, it's an awesome story. Man, it is very inspiring, and we praying and hoping that future endeavors, XFL, whatever it is that you want to do, man, that you keep going out. Just got one last question for you, man. I kind of know the answer, but for the viewers who don't know, where did the name Squirm come from, man?
Oh man. Hey, I'm glad you asked, bro. I mean, they ask me like a lot of people ask me like when they hear about it, like, where you get that name from, bro? I'm gonna tell you exactly. You would probably remember the day, or when I start telling the story, you would probably remember the day like that it happened,
Oh, yep.
bro. We had football my freshman year, and I think we was having a red and white game against JV,
Uh-huh.
and we was having a red and white game against JV, and initially I wasn't even supposed to play, but Trump was like, man, let him play, man. Like he want to play, let him play.
Uh-huh.
And Trump dad, also known as Michael Harrison, the Buckster, Huck, man, he come out on the field. I forgot what he was off of, man. I didn't even. Well, they used to drink a lot of Rossi back then, so he might have been off like 2 bottles of Rossi, 4 bottles individually to himself. Came
Oh,
out drunk as ever, bro. I had just made a play. We wasn't supposed to do it, but I was inexperienced to understand. So we did a play where I think Raylan, they got a pitch. Trey Walls was finna come put me in the bottom of the grass, bro. Like I just seen a 6'4", 6'3", however big he was. I was Squirm. So he coming after. Like, I think he was a pulling guard. He's pulling guard coming across, man, and I'm coming up like from like safety or something like that, and I cut him. Once I cut him, I forgot whoever made the play. Man, when I cut him, Huck runs out onto the field like, man, who is you? man, I like that, man. I like that. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I didn't know how to accept it. So he like, man, I'm gonna call you Squirm. That's your name, Squirm. They better not call you a regular name ever again while we out here. You're Squirmy. Man, from that day forward, bro, I was on the field with y'all. So y'all was pretty much like the door openers to pretty much my name, like my nickname at least. As soon as he start calling me that, bro, if older people where we from start calling you a nickname, that's credible.
Yep.
You feel me? You don't never give yourself a nickname and try to roll. Bro, he gave me that nickname, bro. Hey, on, bro. Y'all, I said, all y'all just start calling me Squirm, bro. And it's just crazy, bro, how that name even kind of like add up with my life, bro. I always try to slip through the cracks. Or now that it's my name, I always try to squirm through stuff. I always try to find a way. I always try to find a shortcut. So, bro, Buster always was one person who, man, I had a conversation with him before I even knew him, bro, and believed in myself like no other, bro. Like the first conversation I had with him, he asked me what position I play. Do I like the position? He like, man, you the best at your position, and nobody else is better than you. You better believe that, and that's what it is. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Man, from that day forward, he seen me at practice, gave me my nickname, Squirm, man, and I'm telling you, bro, that name has stuck with me since my freshman year of high school, bro, and I am about to be years old, and I'm still Squirm.
That's too funny, man. It's crazy how those things stick with you, man. But man, it was an honor, man, bro.
Yeah, for real.
It was an honor. I want to give you opportunity, man. Just ask any questions or share anything that you would just like to you want to share. Get off your heart, man. Any questions for myself? Any questions that people think of?
Yeah, definitely. My thing is, bro, like we have a mentality installed in us, correct? We have a mentality that's embedded in us. That in a sense we could say we were born with, regardless of the town we from. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What is your biggest advice on teaching a mentality? I mean, I'm not saying that mentality is taught, but what is your best advice in, creating a dog? You know what I'm saying? Like creating a, and I'm more so asking from a football perspective, from a football coach, not necessarily a life perspective. I have a life question, but I just really want to know if you have a child that comes to you without that dog in him, what are your steps of teaching, coaching, understanding? Like, what are your steps of allowing somebody to believe in their own mentality or to unleash that mentality that they don't know that they have?
Man, that's a good question, and that's one thing when I try to teach kids who I can just tell, brought up a little different, because I think you can be born into that environment because that just where you place that can help you breed that, or you can be taught how to develop that. And I think that starts with your words and what you're speaking to someone, especially a young kid. And you seen the young man from just being with him, Chase. I think he does a great job of already having that in him, but at the same time be breathing like I'm telling him, like, look, can't nobody do this and like just making him, it may not even be real for him, but I'm creating these things in his mind so he can see. So now when he's playing now, he got a chip on his shoulder, which he already had prior, but he really playing with a chip, and like, man, I feel disrespected, rather it was real or not. It's creating that now. And his dad does a great job too as well. So it's creating that mindset and speaking that life over you. Like, look, you can do this, you great. Just like you saying how people speaking into your life. But at the same time, another thing is putting them in an environment where, look, you going against these dudes, and we gonna see how it turn out. So now, when you go against, you lose or whatnot, and that's something I can pride myself on. My brothers, my cousins, everybody older than me. So when I lost, I used to cry about it. At some point in time, it was just like, how do I beat them? Everybody ain't got that though. Once you lose, some people like, you know what, I'm done. I'm so you got to put that fire back into them. And one thing my daddy helped me out, he never really pushed it on me. He's like, Ernest, if you want to get better, you gonna have to do this. He didn't like, Ernest, we going out in the field. You got to put people in that fire and see how they adjust to it. See how they respond to it. Some people they're gonna adjust to it later in life. So you got to see how they maneuver, and then you got to meet them where they at. People don't want to quit. They just don't want to go through that hardship. They don't want to go through that pain. You got to figure out what motivates them to get back to where they now turn into that. Because I hear a lot of people like, man, you got to be born a dog. That's not true. It's some kids who I've seen when we was in Pop Warner, they was just soft, timid. When we got older, they was the dude. They was the guy. So it's a development, and I would say that life journey, something you cannot. This is why college coaches and NFL guys like to get dudes from a certain area, because there's certain things you cannot push on a kid. That environment will just mold them and create that person. Like in Pasadena, and I didn't realize this, so I got older. In Pasadena, you got to be on your toes. Not saying like in a game banging way, but if somebody call you out, you got to step up. And when I got to where I was professionally, they was like, bro, why you be reacting like that? I'm like, y'all be talking to me like, like this is sweet. Like, nah, this is just how I am. I'm ready. I ain't trying to look for nothing, but if y'all think this is nice, we can go ahead and do that. And it was just like, and I got a name, they called me Baby Debo. They was just like, bro, you so aggressive. I'm like, honestly, bro, that's not me. That's just how I was. Like you just had to. Somebody call you out, you had to respond. It's not that I wanted to. This is just the environment I in. So therefore, when it happened, we gotta step it up right away. So it's that environment, and then speaking that life and creating that mindset. Man, that mindset alone, bro, you can do wonders, man.
Oh man, that mindset will take you so far in life, not the football, because football does teach you about life, but just life in itself, life after football, bro. You understand how great of a man you are, life after football, bro. Like you will literally understand how treating people from your woman all the way to, you know what I'm saying, small things,
Yep.
but you gotta learn a lot of things. We gotta learn a lot of things that we got to learn a lot of things after football as well that we don't kind of get the education while we're in it. So, I mean, it just makes it makes the dynamic of us as men greater. But bro, I really appreciate that because that's been my biggest question, man. Because I'm in Utah, man, St. George, Utah to be exact, and it's so hard to. So we come from nothing. Football was the only thing out. Bro, I'm in an area and an environment where these parents got money, bro. These parents will literally tell their kid, "You don't have to do that. You can do something else."
Exactly. I know exactly.
So I really wanted to know, like, bro, is it me? Am I not? Do I gotta pray for a mentality to be up on these kids, or because I only get a couple hours with them, bro? So the version of the kid that I'm getting is the version that the parent gets.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I get an hour and the kid don't want to really express yourself that much. That's just like how we used to come home from school if we had a bad day. You feel what I'm saying? You're not gonna really want to talk about it too much unless somebody get to depth and get to ask you questions or get it beat out of you. So, like up here, bro, it's a different scenario, bro, where man, you got parents that got their own hangar up here, their own private jet hangar. You feel what I'm saying? And then you got the parents that feel like my vacation is our family vacation. So we'll take our vacation when you're playing football and we'll just let the coach know we'll be gone.
Mm-hmm.
I've never done that, bro. So it's kind of hard. It was hard for me to like project off the mentality, but then I had to kind of step back and realize that the kids they want it, but they don't really want it how I wanted it because they don't come from where I came from.
Exactly.
So how do you put yourself in an environment where you develop and you know what I'm saying? Because look, bro, if I get to talking to these kids a certain way, then they've never heard maybe this word before, or they probably never heard shit, or they probably like you know what I'm saying. I live in a Mormon state, so with that being said, like me saying that, like these kids look at me like he's the meanest guy ever.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not even understanding that, bro. It don't matter what coach you go to. It don't matter. It don't matter if you go to Abilene Christian.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter where you go. You getting cursed. Like you're not getting cursed out. You're getting cursed at.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that. It's not that the diet. I mean, it's not even you getting cursed at. You might hear curse words, so it's just an understanding of how to intake that, bro. But when a kid goes back home to that structure, and then you come back and try to get this structure, it's just difficult where I'm at, bro. I wish everybody would come up here to get an understanding of management, bro, because I feel like I became a great coach. Not only a great coach, but a great man being up here in St. George, Utah, bro, just for the simple fact of, bro, I came back down there and trained for like a week, bro, and kids was calling me. Where you at? Can we train today?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what? I'm like, that's Dina right there. I used to do the same thing. Like, Ness, where you at? Can we train? We busy today? Can we get it in? Like, bro, so it's not like that here. Like, I got to force these kids to call, or I got to force these kids' parents to reach out to me to allow them to get better.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in a position you in, man. I got me a little taste up here. You know what I'm saying? I started out with him 7th grade. You know what I'm saying? And just seeing where I'm going to go. And it doesn't matter that I have one product or just that product. Everybody is going to see this product, you know what I'm saying, be the best of what it's come to be or be the best of what it is. Bro, so I really appreciate answering that question, bro, because that really helped me out a lot as far as how I'm going to move now as far as coaching, talking, reiterating things, demonstrating what they, you know what I'm saying? I'm a very good demonstrator. I've seen it from you. You showed me how to do it. So then I've seen it because you don't know, bro. You don't know how I learned.
Yeah, exactly.
So you tell me and so those are two different ways to where now if I messed up, we going to the board.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, you have your resources and you have your understanding from experience what to go back on, bro. And I really appreciate you just giving me that advice on what to do with an athlete who doesn't necessarily have that dog mentality or he ain't even in an environment where people yell at each other.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I appreciate that though, man. Thank you for this interview though, bro. I really want to do a part 2, bro.
Man, always, man, and shoot, we definitely can, man. And like I said, bro, it's always about helping and mentoring. That's what we're doing. And shoot, we're gonna put this on YouTube so we can you can definitely share this with the people you train and whatnot so they can hear your story, bro.
Yeah, for sure. No, I appreciate that, man. And man, this is clutch right here, man. A lot of people don't know this, man. You've been having your hands on me since high school, bro. And I've never, I'm gonna say this. I've never steered away.
I appreciate you, man. Let me come along on a journey, bro. And you know, all that you do, man. Uh, I'm very proud of you, and I know you're gonna do good things going forward, whether it's on the football field or off, man. And that's what I'm happy about, man. That's what matters the most, bro. I like to see Squirm, the person, doing his thing, the human, and helping and giving back. Because these is conversations that we had 3 years ago, man, anything popped off, before anything popped off. So, man, just to see you in the position that you're in right now, that's awesome, man. That means the world to me.
Yeah, man, I'm thankful for that. Man. I appreciate you for even leading and being a part of my village, man. One of the main portions of my village. I mean, one of the main parts of my village, bro. Man, I'm thankful for that. And I'll be transitioning back, man. So I'm definitely coming back home to get that real training, bro, because I know I can't get it at where I'm at. So I'll be transitioning back probably like mid-September, but it's on.
Bet, man. You already know I'm out here, man. So whatever we get to it, shoot, man. It was a pleasure again, and we got to do a part 2, man. And we can do it in person, so that's what's gonna be the great thing about it too. Bet, Mo. Man, I appreciate you again, man. Love you, bro. Be talking to you.
All right, love.
Stay up, man.
Have a good one out, Ness.
All right.
Thank you, man.